All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. May 3rd, 2022, here in the US, and May 4th, 2022, in Australia.
I know.
I
It's
know,
going
right?
fast, isn't it?
It is going
Oh,
super fast, super,
yeah.
super fast.
So,
Um, how's the energies been, Maree, with you?
yeah,
Do you have you felt something?
there's something huge going on, definitely. Hi, everyone. And this morning I was up really early, so it was about 5:10 or something, and the sun was just still coming up. And I went outside and had a look, and I could see the planets that are lined up. It is phenomenal. I don't know if you've been checked to see what time it actually comes up for you guys wherever you are in the world. For us, it's just before dawn. It was stunning. The energy from it was absolutely amazing. So you can actually see, so two are quite close together, and then it's sort of a bit more spread out, direct line. It's beautiful.
Wow.
So definitely worth checking out, guys. And the energy from it was I just stood there just going, wow. And I think it only happens like every 180 years or something. So definitely worth like getting a look at it. My friend said she did that. I think it was yesterday morning. She sort of inspired me. So she did it yesterday morning, and she said same thing. She was watching it, and then she got the hit to turn around, and so she turned around, and she said she saw four lights in the sky, and she said they weren't stars or planets, and she said the next minute they all moved in synchronicity and like went across the sky and then disappeared.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so pretty amazing. So yeah, the energy's pretty amazing at the moment. How
Wow.
you been feeling with it?
Today I woke up kind of like meh,
Yeah.
like just very like one of those feelings again, like, oh, I'm still here, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
feeling of like I'm not in my happy place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna go through that. It's like we were just talking about before we started, things are gonna do this. This is just what the energies are, and we're
Mm,
shifting a lot of stuff. So sometimes we've got to feel it.
yeah.
To let it go. So,
Hmm.
and that's when just running that white light, connecting into Mother Earth, opening the
Yeah.
heart, just the
Yeah.
little things can help.
Yeah.
So I wonder how everyone else has been feeling, if they've been impacted at all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So Wolf Love says energy off the charts.
yes.
So yeah, yeah, it's been crazy. So
Yeah,
it's a good thing we know what's going on. It's a good thing we know how to
yeah,
turn it around, you know.
yeah.
We're so
Well, I mean,
blessed.
exactly. And I mean so the eclipse, the lunar eclipse that they had with the new moon, that was just massive energy. And then there's another one coming up on the 15th of May. I think that one's the solar eclipse, so I might have them back to front. But
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
eclipses can really, the energy can keep going like for a while. So
Yeah,
yeah, don't be surprised if
yeah.
you feel a bit out of
So
sorts.
I'll have lots to talk about, lots of questions.
Lots of
So
questions. Okay.
yeah, lots of questions. So we need to get started. We need to get
Okay.
moving with this. So I know that we already have a bunch of questions from Dennis, but I'm going to start with one of my questions, which
Okay.
is why is the crypto market
Hmm.
crashing, basically,
Okay.
and also I believe the stock market as well, which I don't care
Yeah.
about, but I'm
No,
sure other people do.
they're sort of following each other a little bit is what,
Yes,
I've noticed. So, yeah,
yes.
let's have a look and see what's going on. Let me just check and see
What can the card tell us? What
what
is
can we
happening? Why is this happening?
Yeah, it's definitely this one. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. All right, it's definitely the Wheel of Fortune has come up. So it's like everything in life. We're going to have our changes, our ups and our downs, and then the Nine of Wands. So this has been a really bizarre journey anyway. Like we know that certain systems have been suppressed or manipulated. I mean, let's look at the stock market. How much money has been pumped into that just to keep it afloat? So
Yeah.
I guess maybe they forgot for a few days to pump money, and the cryptos tend to sort of follow that. But then if we look forward to the future, this is actually looking forward, building a new future and letting go of the past. I feel they're going to differentiate. And I'm going to do clarifying cards on that.
Yeah,
Because
because
I
I'd
think,
like to know why it's happening.
yeah,
Like, I understand all of that, but I'm looking more of like the why. What is going on behind the scenes that is causing this?
yeah. Okay. I feel it's actually a lot of it has to do with people's fear as well, because the King of Swords has come up. And this is around thoughts, words. Where are we? Yeah, it's like seeing things in black and white. And then we've got the Tower card. So when people go through an emotional shift, they'll react, won't they? You know, it's interesting. And it's interesting because a friend of mine that was right into the stock market, he had this book, and it was a guy that actually he went by the moon. He said, we have to follow what's going on with the moon because the whole stock market is based on emotion. So he actually followed this
Wow.
book on the moon, and he did so well because they could pick when there was going to be a big emotional outburst. And so he knew what to do with the stocks. So, yeah, but this card's come up as well. So the why is sort of self-explanatory as well. Very much emotional though, and people's emotions really affect how they, especially I think with crypto, what they're doing with crypto.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, but the
But
stock
then
market's
mhm.
more. This is more the manipulation within the stock market. So
Okay, so then it's being manipulated.
yep.
Yeah, okay. Can we find out why it's being manipulated?
Okay.
Is it to put more fear into people? Is it to take their money out so they can run? Why is it being manipulated the way it is?
Yeah, really good question. So yeah, I'm going to ask. I have a feeling that it is around manipulating the emotional aspects of people, like
Mhm.
because money is a really big deal. It's people's livelihoods. It's they've worked hard for all of this. So yeah, so so we've got our Seven of Pentacles. Everyone's worked really hard to get the money we have got that hasn't been taken away by the government in taxes and all sorts of stuff. So
Mhm.
and they know this, and that it's known. So, okay, we've got our Nine of Pentacles. And so this is where a lot of people have put their wealth, is particularly, I mean, I know unless you have a self-managed super fund here, we have to put it through a super fund that, really dictates where it goes. And most of it will go into shares. So a lot of people's wealth is in there. So, yeah, so I feel that that's the Two of Pentacles. So they want people to feel indecisive. Um, and then they can also manipulate what they get out of it. So it's
Mm.
like when we talk about shorts and things like that in the stock market, we know that that's all manipulated.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
our hedge funds, all of that stuff. So a lot of it would be just around what they want to have go on. I feel it's going to get too big for them though. They might just keep pumping money in for a while yet, but at the end of the day, it's like anything, it has to burn out.
Mhm.
It has to
Mhm.
have a
Mhm.
natural, it will die, like,
Mhm.
and what they do with it, I don't know yet. But yeah, it's like, okay, here we go. So the three cards that again have come up. Page of Swords. So this is someone that can maybe be not telling the truth. So swords are words and thoughts. Then the Chariot. So movement. So we can have movement either way, going forward, changing everything, coming back. And again, the King of Swords. So this is how people feel with the words, their thoughts, whatever's told to them. So people will believe what they're told as well and then react emotionally.
Mm,
It's a
mhm.
really
Mhm. Mhm.
convoluted, there's so much tied up in it,
Yeah.
emotionally, financially.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right. Um, so the next question I have for you is around someone called Whiplash347 who is in Telegram.
Mhm.
This person was sent to me by someone, and I started looking into it, and it looked very trustworthy for a while. And he talks about going into creating a Lobstr wallet and buying these tokens with XLM and all this stuff. And I kind of started doing it. Luckily, XLM is 18 cents. So, investing in this stuff is, didn't cost me more than 40, $50. But as I started investing and I started looking at certain coins, something wasn't feeling right. So I'm what I really want to understand, he's got over 200,000 followers in Telegram. So I want to know, first of all, I really don't think he is a scammer, but I mean, I want to ask, is he oh shoot, I forgot to open that. Yeah. So while you look at that, I'm going to open some
Yep.
stuff, but is he good or bad?
I
Let's
think
start
he
with that.
started off with good intentions. I really
Okay.
do. That's because
Okay.
that Four of Wands has come up. And then we've got the High Priestess, which is some secrecy. Okay, so there's something going on that's a little bit secret. But I feel that the intention was to help people and to make people feel good. But it's almost like then something's happened because the Fool cards come up. So it's sort of like a change direction, going in a new direction. So yeah, it's
So
so
let's look at, can we get a clarification on this new direction?
Yeah. So yep, and I'm very mindful about doing this with people's reputations as well. Like I'm really mindful. So what I'll look at is the actual, if it's a good thing maybe for people to go into doing something like this for themselves. That's probably a better way to look at it. Are you okay if we do that instead? Yeah, just
Absolutely.
if it's actually going to be worthwhile for people to do this, if they're interested in it. So I'd rather do that than look at the at the people.
Yeah.
Just so let's just have a little look. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, this is interesting. So there's something that's hidden because we've got our Four of Swords, okay? So, and then we've got our Strength card and our Future card. So to me, look, there could be a possibility that something from this will come out, but at the moment it's still too unknown. So, so there could be something that comes out of it that's positive. So because we've got our Six of Pentacles, which is actually offering something. Yeah, but it's to me, it's just, I don't know, it's just feeling like it's when that comes out first, there's too much that's hidden and unknown in it. So with the Four of Swords, it's not something that I'd probably look at too much. So yeah, but it's there could be something in there that works, but we don't know which ones because it's hidden.
Okay, so then that's the next question.
Oh, okay.
Is he forwarding information unbeknownst to him that is not? So what happened was I looked at one of the domains that he sent out to buy tokens from.
Yeah.
And it was misspelled. So stellar was misspelled.
Yeah.
So that hit me very wrong. And so is he not aware that he's sharing, or maybe it wasn't a scam? Maybe I'm assuming it was and it wasn't. Maybe that one token. So I don't know how to ask this question.
Yeah.
Is he forwarding things unbeknownst to him are not good? Let's put it that way, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at that. So is he forwarding things that are not good? And
Or
okay.
Yeah.
Or he's not aware of it, maybe. Maybe it was something that, who knows? Yeah, okay. So we've got our Eight of Swords, which is something that's trapped, something that's blindfolded, something that's it's not clear. There's something you're trapped within it. So, and then the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups can be hiding something. So I feel maybe that there's a aspect of it that has been hidden because the Lovers card has come up. So usually this is when there's maybe some collaboration. So, it actually, some of it could be that he's not realized actually how bad it is, what he's done with that. But so I just feel it's not all trustworthy. And to me, that's enough to go no to all of it when it's not all trustworthy. So some of it, like I said, could be beneficial and work, but not all of it. And to me, I just don't like risks personally.
Right. So
So yeah,
he is forwarding things that are scams then.
yeah,
Whether he's
yes.
aware or not,
Whether
it
he's
doesn't
aware of
matter
it or
at this
not,
point. I don't really care. What
no.
I care about is the fact that there's some things in that
Yeah,
chat that was like,
yeah. So the Five of
okay,
Pentacles has come up. So this is when something has happened and it needs to be rectified. So yeah,
okay,
so something's happened that's not maybe right, and it does need to be rectified or changed.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm glad I asked
Yeah.
because many people like me are starting to find this channel and are trusting this channel. And
Yeah.
again, we're not saying not to trust him, but the information that is being shared or forwarded, etc.,
Yeah.
is not all to be
Yeah.
trusted.
That's
Whether,
it.
yeah, whether
It's not
he's
all to be trusted.
checking it or not, or
Yep.
whatever, we don't know. We don't care because, again, we can't trust that. So,
It's just about looking after yourself. And look, everyone's got to use their own intuition as well, So
absolutely,
yeah, it's just part
absolutely,
of it. So
absolutely.
yeah, yeah,
So, so something else that was posted there was that he forwarded was that the Vietnamese dong was going to the Russian ruble, and you and I want to
wow.
know that information. So,
So
and anybody else who's has gone out and done investments on the dong and the dinar and all these things that we heard about.
yeah.
So, is it true that the Vietnamese dong is going to the Russian ruble?
So what does that actually mean? Is it going to get converted to the
Mm-hmm.
rate of the ruble? Is that what they mean?
I believe it means, to me it meant that it would become like the dong wouldn't exist anymore. It would just be the Russian ruble.
Oh, okay. That's really interesting. Yeah. Because I've got the Strength card, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is obviously a position of strength. A Knight of Wands is bringing something in that's new, and then we've got the Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups is something that's emotionally fulfilling. It can bring around a place that you're happy to be in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the Chariot. So there's definitely some movement. Now, to me, though, when I look at these, I'm just going to ask a clarifying question because straight away I got, well, the ruble is now gold backed, correct?
Correct.
So I'm I'm just wondering if it's just when things become gold backed. Maybe doesn't necessarily, because I don't know, but I feel that that's maybe the only money that's actually gold backed publicly at the moment. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if that's more, yeah, that's more what it's based on. So it's just when things are gold backed. So it won't matter. There'll still be an exchange. There'll still be some exchange rates. We've got our Ten of Cups, Two of
Mm-hmm.
Wands, which is looking at the world in a very balanced way, having choices. Yeah, and then our Page of Swords. So to me, again, this can be someone that's telling things that aren't quite how they are. So I feel it's more around the value with the gold backing of finance. So
Okay.
I don't feel it's going to go into a ruble per se.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about the dongs,
Yep.
um, I know you don't like to do time frames. So the
Mm-hmm.
redemption centers and things like that, is that going to happen this month? Let's just ask it
Okay,
that way.
let's just ask the question that way.
Will people be able to go to redemption center and exchange? Because I know with the cards you have to be very detailed. They will go and exchange their dongs, their dinars, their zims this month, the month
Yeah,
of May.
yeah. I, it may not be this month. I feel there's still stuff being worked out because this is our fast-moving card. It's our military card. So I feel there's things still being worked out to
Okay.
get stuff in place. But then we've got the Star card and the Chariot. So it possibly won't be too much longer after that because the Star is obviously things have come to place. There's sort of more emotional balance, and then the Chariot again is movement. So things could be happening. So at the moment, though, I would say no for May. And if
Okay.
it happens, fantastic. But I'm not seeing
Right.
it just
Okay.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so per Nick Fleming's latest video, the world is 222 compliant except for the US. Is that true?
Let's have a look and see. Oh. I guess it's interesting, isn't it, with things that are going on with, SEC and stuff like that. Let's have a little look.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that's true.
It felt weird when he said it.
Yeah, because we've got the card, and then we've got the 2 again, which is again balanced and seeing things around the world, and then the Queen of Cups, which is contemplating the emotional aspect of it. So no, I feel that that's a bit of a furphy. Ace of Swords.
I love that word. Okay.
Oh, you forget.
So
It's Australianism. It's a bit of
I was trying to think of that word the other day to say it to someone, and I'm like, Furby, for something. I was like, what is it?
Furphy,
Because it's so cute.
So a bit of a lie. A bit of a lie.
Okay, so then it is not true. Very good. That's good news.
Yeah.
Because it means that we are compliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Ace of Swords came up again. So
okay, fantastic. Fantastic.
I mean, there's probably still some things that maybe have to be tweaked, as well. I mean, I don't know, but let's ask that. Is there, it's there, but it's just, is there stuff that's being tweaked? Yeah, still, again, that Knight of Swords came up, which is the military. So I feel everything will fall into place perfectly when it's meant to.
Yeah. Okay, very good. The next one is an interesting question that was brought to me by a friend. Is there was a lot of discussion about Branson and Bezos working with the Galactic Federation, where they had turned around and now they were good guys. So what I'm going to ask is Richard Branson currently working with the Galactic Federation?
Okay. Maybe. Okay. I think he may have been at some stage, or he might have actually had some aspect that he did. But then we've got our 2 of Pentacles, which is that change in indecision. Yeah. And then we've got the 2 of Cups. So there's definitely some arrangement that's gone on. So yeah, I'm just going to get a clarifying card to see whether he's actually, I feel he could have been doing some good as well at some point. So because the 10 of Cups has come up, and to me that's like, it's something that's actually quite content or whatever. So he's definitely had some involvement with them, and I feel he's still doing some work with them. So at some level, yeah.
Okay. What about?
We just don't know, do we? Because everything can be topsy-turvy. Like we hear stories about one thing, and then I don't know, it's so hard. It's like, okay, what's coming through?
Yeah, absolutely. And the next one is Bezos.
Okay. You just want to know
the same, if he's working with the Galactic Federation.
Okay. So he was definitely so the Empress card has come up. So to me, this is something that's been created. It's something that's it's a good energy. It's a healthy energy. And then it's gone to a 10 of Wands. So something's finished and completed, but something new is happening. So it's like there's been an offer, because we've got our Knight of Cups. So it's like something's been offered to, whether it's to him or whether it's from him to some, to the situation, but something's changed. So something's actually turned around because of that 10 of Wands. So I'll just ask now.
Yeah, do a clarification card.
Clarification card.
Yeah.
Still being worked on, because we've got our 8 of Pentacles. So there's still something going on in the works in the background. Yeah, again, the 4 of Cups, which is something that's been offered. I'd say it's actually been offered to him to see if he'll, do something and work with something.
Oh.
So the Chariot, again, movement forward, or movement in a different direction from where it's been. So there's something still playing out. Yeah, there's still some confusion there because there's something playing out. So, what are your thoughts on Bezos? Jeff Bezos, is it?
I thought he had been captured and was in the South Spa, south of Florida spa.
But they can still be doing things. They can be using his face, his name, his whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's where that switch came. So there was the Ten of Wands, which was the ending of something, and then a Chariot, or moving forward. So I feel there, because that cup being offered, they weren't happy about taking it. So it's like, yeah.
So can you tell if he took the cup?
To actually
work with them?
There was some work that he did with them. Yeah. Because again, that one's come up again. So that seems to be our work in the background. So something's being done, worked on. So which is our Eight of Pentacles. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did do something to help. What's the word? How can we say this? More so as an offer to help him to maybe redeem a little bit.
Okay.
That's how it felt with that offering.
Okay. All right. So I won't be greedy and use all the time for me. So I will ask some questions from our viewers. Okay, we're going to talk about the I don't want to call it their names out because I don't want, to get in trouble.
Yep.
So this is the owner of Microsoft and his ex-wife.
Yep.
So Dennis was asking if they were in India in the late 90s.
Excellent question, Dennis. Let's have a look and see what our cards bring up for us. Yep. I think so, because the Empress come up and the Knight of Wands together. So this is someone that's bringing through a message, and he was seen as, quite a very wealthy person, someone that had a lot of power. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. So this can be a military card. So whether it was dealt with then and there.
So I wonder if it was so long ago. I wonder if that's when the reptilians took over his body.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Let's see if there was a change of actors. Let's say.
Yeah.
So let's have a look and see if that was still continued on by that side of the fence. By that, yeah, that's probably a good way to say it, isn't it? Let's see if they continued it on. Yeah. Yep, I would say so. So we've got our Judgment card. Okay, the Lovers card. So this is a merging of, like, whether it's yourself,
there you go.
or and then we've got our Hanged Man. So that's a surrender card. So I would say that it was continued
when they
on.
took over his body.
In some form. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay. All right.
Good question. Shall we see if they're still having a nice time or not?
Yeah, but let's see if there's still one in there, or if
they've gone.
Yeah, or if he's gone to the spa, they took him to the spa and he's at the spa.
Yeah.
Or dead at the spa. I mean.
Yeah. I feel I feel the Ten of Cups to me is a new home. I had that question in my mind, so it's definitely a new home somewhere. And then the Queen of Pentacles, and this is someone that contemplates reality and can create reality. And then the Five of Swords, so a big change, a big change, words and thoughts and deeds. So they've actually changed they've helped. So the High Priestess has come up. So there's secretive. So they've actually been helping as well. So, and now I'm just going to ask the question: are they still here? Oh, a justice card. So more than likely not.
So then I wonder if it's an actor then that's that we see, the one that's buying all the land, because they're saying Bill Gates is buying all the farmland.
No, it would be a false cover. So they've done that with so many people. They've just used them. Yeah, again, look at that. That's come up again. So to me, this is saying no. They're actually using someone else to use his name.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Magicians come up. So this is sometimes something that can be a trickster. It can be hidden.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely an 8 of Cups. So this is walking away from a situation. So he definitely walked away from a situation, and they use it. They use all of these famous people. Yeah.
Okay. The next question that I'm going to grab from Dennis is, I'm not going to ask all of them, but did anyone really go to the Ukraine, or was it just staged in Germany to look that way?
So you mean as in like
the war?
Did anyone go there? What do you mean by that? By sending troops or people, like a person from government?
Is there really war happening, or is it staged?
Okay, let's have a look and see. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm with you. Okay.
And I forget I need to bring those up over here so everybody can see them.
Yeah. So this is like the homeland we were talking about, and then we've got our 7 of Wands. So there's definitely chaos going on. Yeah. But there's going to be judgment, okay? And it's going to, like, I believe all wars are staged anyway. There's always something behind them, okay? But there's definitely some conflict, and there will be judgment. And it might not be what we think. There might be something else that comes out as well. So judgment card usually means something could come out that's quite surprising.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Dennis, for the question.
Yeah.
Next is Wolf Love. Was Roe versus Wade leak intentional? Is it a white hat? Do you know what's going on with that? Okay.
No.
So here in the U.S., the Supreme Court is supposedly going to rule that Roe versus Wade, which was the case where abortion was allowed in the U.S., would be overturned, meaning then women can't have abortions for any reason.
Wow.
So supposedly there was a leak, and immediately you see people with signs on the street, like, even before the leak went out,
Yeah.
So let's find out who is behind that.
So who's behind the whole court case and the leaking of it? Yeah.
Well, we don't know if it was leaked. So first we have to find out if it was leaked.
Okay, so first of all, we'll find out if it was actually leaked. Yeah.
Or if it's just manipulation.
So, so 8 of Swords is when we don't know something, when we're actually blindfolded. But the 8 of Wands is when we get information very quickly that's come through. And then we've got the Hierophant. I actually feel that this was done on purpose by someone that's holding a high position, and I'm going to find out now if it's our friends, our friendly whites, or what it is. Let's have a look and see.
Yeah, I know that Janine has assigned that card to the bad guys. I think the
so
black hats.
Wow, fascinating. So yeah, it's so the 3 of Wands has come up. So this is, again, looking forward to the future, letting go of the past. And our Queen of Swords, who is someone that is very direct with words. So I feel it's actually, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I actually do feel it is it is coming through from the white hats. Then we had the Lovers card again. So again, there's this agreement going on. But let's look at why it became such
Why?
an issue in the first place. Do you know what happened? And it's even been done in here in Australia, New Zealand. They're allowing abortions up to full term. So virtually a full term baby can
No,
be
that's
born,
wrong.
and it was all for
Yeah.
we know why. So I feel
Yeah.
this is what's maybe it's being brought up for people to
Oh.
understand this isn't just about someone, and I feel that there will be obviously medical conditions and things where, of course, there will be. I feel it's making people look at the situation. People don't even know this is what our politicians wrote in as legislation.
Mhm.
It's
Well, I
that's
think here in the
horrific,
States, it depends on the state,
does it?
maybe, on
Yeah.
how far, I don't know, how far along you have to be.
Yeah, here it was
But
up
I
to
don't
term.
think they're allowed to go to term here. I don't
No,
think so.
I know here it went state by state, and I think in the end, I think most of them have now agreed to that, which is just horrific.
Yeah, I'm sure the bad guys would
I mean,
love
I'm a
that.
midwife. Like, to me, that is just horrific. But
That's
yeah, and I
crazy.
feel that that's being exposed. That could be what a lot of this is about. So
Mm,
what they were used for, so they used to use it for all sorts of gnarly
for their
reasons.
parties and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, again, that hierophant's come up. So this is, someone has had control of it, which is,
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay.
good question.
Okay,
So
so
I don't
it's
know.
the
I
good
feel there's
guys
a
then.
lot more. And there's a lot more going on behind this than what people know. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's giving it an opening for people to learn truth.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you, Wolfloff, for that, for the
Yeah.
question. Okay, let's see.
I was just reading what Dennis wrote. Oh, it's horrific.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, we used to save these little ones from 23, 24 weeks.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Okay. Is XDC copper backed? That's the crypto XDC.
So that's like XLM and XRP, that one.
Yes.
Okay, is that copper backed? Huh. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can find out from our cards. Is it copper backed? Okay. I think it is. So we've got our Six of Cups. So this is offering someone something emotionally, so it sort of maybe makes people feel, and I feel she's looking up at him, whereas often when I see this card, she's looking down to check out something else. So I feel that
Mm-hmm.
there's this level of, oh, this makes me feel safe and secure. And then we've got our Ace of
Oh,
Swords,
wow. Mm-hmm.
but then we've got our Eight of Cups. So it could be maybe walking away from an old system and an old way of doing something,
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm.
having something like cryptos that are backed by these, metals is
Yeah.
a whole new way of doing things, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what's come up with the cards.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
anyone knows anything else, let me know. But that's what's come up. So
Okay. All right. Very good. Um, oh, this is a good question, Jim. We're not going to say his name, but
okay,
is the guy that everybody's talking about these days the son of Werner von Braun? And you know who Werner von Braun is.
I think so. Someone from overseas, like
He's a
Germany.
German. Yeah,
Germany,
he's
yeah.
a German that was in Project Paperclip. Paperclip? I don't remember. Yeah, when they took all those German scientists and moved them to the US so that they could control
Yeah,
the US and
and
still continue
continue.
the NAZI
Right.
regime.
Thank you for clarifying. Let's have a look
Mm-hmm.
and see.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Let's have a look. Hmm. Okay, this is tricky because we've got the Magician, which can be something that's
Mm.
mysterious and something that's hidden. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles. And I always see this as a contract or something that's been decided. And then we've got the Lovers card. So this is again working like in conjunction with someone, something that's come through. I'm just going to pull a clarifying card just to see. If he was moved into like another family. It's like there was a shift because the Chariot cards come up. So there could very well have been a contract done through this. I just want to get a yes and no. So I'm just gonna, but it's been hidden. So it's, you know what I mean? It's like
So it's a good question.
It's a great question.
That's when you know it's a good question.
It's like really
when
hidden.
they
So
don't
I'm
want
seeing
to
the
answer.
story. They don't want to answer, and I'm just going to
Mhm.
just check and see if I can get something clear around that. Wow. Okay. Oh, I don't know that it was Werner von Braun, but it was someone from
Yes, the
that was
bad
powerful,
guys.
that
Yep.
was in that circle. Yeah,
Mhm.
is what I was, because I was seeing that. I was actually getting an image of like this circle, and I was, so I feel maybe not that particular, that Werner von Braun,
Yeah.
but someone
But
else.
the bad guys. Okay.
So
Okay.
fascinating.
All right, Carol. The question on crypto, just watch the beginning of the show. We did talk about that. That was the first question. But yes, it's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's not going to be
Just
fun.
don't watch it unless you want to go in and actually, get something that's
Or
on the down.
Or unless Jim is saying, right? Yeah, now is a good time to get in. If you've been wondering to get in, heck, now's the time to get in.
Beautiful time to get in, guys. I mean,
For
that's me
sure.
personally. I don't panic about stuff. I just go, what an opportunity. So
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. One of my questions now. I get to go now because I've been dying to ask this question. So the question is, okay, we'll ask this one. Let's see. All right. So you guys see this. I don't want to say the name, but this is like the main house in our country where the president's supposed to live, right? So that's his house. And as we look at this house, according to Roger Stone, he says there is a satanic, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Let's see, portal. There.
Is there a portal?
For Roger Stone, is there a satanic portal over that place that I showed you?
Okay, let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, if there was, because the Lovers card, this card is coming up today, so it's, to me, it's actually something that's, they're joined. There's something that's an agreement that they're worked on. And then our Three of Pentacles. So there's been a contract signed, but I feel if there is, it's been changed because our Page of Cups has come up, which is offering a gift and something emotionally, it's emotionally fulfilling. So I'm just going to double check that, but I feel that
it's been the White Hats have
been, it's been closed down or it's been shifted and changed. Yeah. So let me just double check here. Yeah, something's been changed. Five of Pentacles. So there was something like that was not great going on, but there's a solution made for it.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Very, very good.
Because, when we think about like the White Hats, they don't just have military or people, they have people doing spiritual work as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
okay, so the next question is around the idea that these two people are the same person.
How interesting.
And I will not name names. No. You can see them right there.
You can, can't you? Okay, let's see if that's the case. Oh, no.
Okay.
So we've got our Ten of Swords, so something's finished and ended. Then an Eight of Wands, so something quite quickly changed. And again, then our Page of Cups. So that's been something that's been offered to people to, emotionally, try and make sense of something. So
Right.
no.
Yeah, I didn't think they looked alike. They didn't have the same chin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they do have a lot of similarities.
Yes. I mean, I wonder if they're from the same cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, like they have the same, if you look at it, they have the same kind of lips, the same droopy eyes, but if you look at the eyebrows, they're different. The eyebrows are definitely different.
Yeah. So they did have some things in common because the Ace of Pentacles in
So
the
like,
world has come up. So, and then the future. So I feel some of their philosophies and some of the, I mean, who knows, the one on the right, people were saying, I've heard as well that it wasn't how it actually was told. So who knows if that part of everything that went on back in the 40s, back in Germany, if that actually was how it was.
mm-hmm.
So there's been a lot of misdirection, not telling of the truth. So,
yeah. Tamara's next question is, when the heck is fake Biden finally going to be gone?
I think that's on everyone's mind, isn't it? Let's have a look and see.
Yeah. We can ask specifically if it's this month, or unless you want to do the...
I'll do kinesiology with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Page of Wands. So to me, this is someone that's actually a new start, a new beginning. The High Priestess, we've still got stuff hidden, mysteries going on, as we know, but the Three of Pentacles has come up again, which is around contracts. Okay, so around something being sorted out, organized. So there is definitely, we know this as well, but it's just been confirmed there's something going on in the cards around all of that. So let me just check in with my kinesiology. So for people that don't know, this is muscle testing using the actual meridians and deep subconscious. Okay, so we'll just tune in.
I'm going to look for something while you do that. And
okay, so... Okay, it will be 2022 where there'll be a little changeover, but not this month.
Okay, not this month. Okay, so now that she brought him up, the fake Biden, I read that this guy, James Woods, was playing Biden. He's the actor. I don't know if you know who James Woods is, but he's a very famous actor in Hollywood.
Okay.
So can you ask the cards if he is actually playing Biden?
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's fascinating. He could very well be. It's interesting because we've got the Page of Wands again, which is that new, something new, and then the Lovers. So this is actually bringing something together. And Ace of Pentacles. So he could be one of them because that's creating a reality. So I guess we may never find out. You know that. We might never find out. But yeah, it sounds like it could be.
Okay, very good. Let's see. I'm trying to find if there's any other questions. I don't see any other questions, so I'm going to go back to mine, which makes me very happy. So another question is, if the man that we saw on that, the guy in Germany that we compared to Disney, was he a Rothschild?
Okay, let's see. Or maybe we should ask if it was part of any one of those 13 families.
Or one, a Rothschild or part of one of those 13 families, yeah.
So the first one is the Tower card. So to me, this is something that's changed. So he could have been are part of their family, because then the Hanged Man. So when you've got the Tower and the Hanged Man together, that's huge, because this is massive change, and then this is surrendering to something.
Yeah.
And then we've got our Eight of Pentacles, so something was being worked on. So it was like in the back, they've been building something up, sort of, getting it to a point where it was workable. So I'm just going to check and see. Yeah, and contracts. So the Three of Pentacles, there was definitely some contracts made. It reminds me of that same answer we got for the question with the question between the two of them. Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, between that popular person at the
Elon.
moment.
I
Yeah,
think it
and
was,
yeah,
yeah.
so similar scenario almost. So definitely from that realm, because the Moon cards come up, which is there's lots of lies, lots of deception. It can be a fairly negative environment. So there was definitely a lot of deception around his background, but I don't feel, because of that Tower card and the Surrender card, I don't feel it was just the Rothschilds. So yeah, but it was
Okay.
definitely from some sort of family.
Okay, very good. Very good. Did the Queen call for 9/11 to happen?
Ooh, okay. Okay, we've got the Emperor card come up with that one, the Wheel of Fortune. Again, I feel this was more than one person. I don't feel that she had the power to do that, because there's the Emperor card. So to me, this is a male of power, and then the Wheel of Fortune. So they held the power in being able to change something up, and it was definitely planned, because there's our Eight of Pentacles, which is again something being worked on, coming into fruition. So no, I don't feel, no. It's still there was more people than one, because the Four of Swords has come up. Secrets, there's something that's
Yes,
hidden.
so
He
I
might have
didn't
been a
wanna
part of it.
mention I didn't wanna mention the agency that
Yeah,
actually
no.
carried it out, because to me, they're even scarier than the CIA. It's a 5 letter, starts with an M, ends with a D. So the way that the question read was like that she told them to take care of it, is the way that it happened.
That could very well be
It
then.
sounds to me like that's what you're saying.
Yeah. So we've got our Queen of Pentacles,
Yep.
contemplating creating the reality, but there was many others in there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much that's come from that. I mean, even all the oil spills that have happened, all sorts of things,
Yeah.
that have been orchestrated from that power.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. So,
Okay,
good
next, in
questions.
the movie that we live in, what is the status on food shortages?
Okay, let's have a look at that, with love.
I get a feeling that it's not gonna affect us. I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
felt like it was gonna affect me.
No,
So I
and
don't
this is what I was just getting, is it could depend on where you are.
Okay.
So let's have a look at that and see. Yeah,
Or what
'cause
you eat too, I think.
true. Yeah, and I'll explain what I was asking. So the Queen of Cups has came up. So this to me is um, contemplating a situation and an emotional situation. And then we've got our Ace of Wands. I was asking, is this actually only going to affect, is it going to be more affect different countries, different areas? And yes, okay. Um, and then we've got our Three of Pentacles. So it depends on whatever contract is in place, whatever's, whatever could be holding up, food supply, whatever could be causing that. Um, because, like you say, I mean, I'm vegetarian, so it's going to be easier for me than, for people that really need meat or like meat, I think. And there's different foods that could
Yep.
be harder to come by.
Yeah.
I think it never hurts to throw a few seeds in the ground and grow some veggies.
Yeah.
It just never hurts. And I've got a little bit extra put away, of stuff that that might become a bit difficult to get. And
Mhm.
yeah, just being smart, I think, and if it never happens, it's fine. You can still work your way through it all. You don't need a lot, depending where you are, but it doesn't hurt to do that, especially at this in this crazy time.
So do you
So
get that it's going to be something major or really not something people need to worry about, really?
I think it just depends where you are. So
Okay.
if you're in massive cities, like so the Temperance Card, and with lots of people around, and whatever, then it could be a little bit of an issue for a while. So yeah, I think it could be for some places. So
Okay.
maybe just be smart. Yeah, if you're in
Mhm.
those sort of places that are really crowded cities or whatever, and you don't have the ability to grow much, then
Yeah.
just do a little bit of stacking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um the next one from Dennis, is the bird flu real or fake?
Okay, because we've had a few of those, haven't we, over our time? I've seen a few of those come and go.
Oh
So let's
yeah.
just see. I think I'll ask: was it maybe orchestrated? Was it created? Yeah. So it was something that was created, because there's
Yes.
our lovers card again. They've come together to create, and then the Three of Swords. So it did create some illness for some people. Okay, and then
Hmm.
the Ten of Wands, but it finished. So it wasn't such a massive deal. Like, it finishes sort of fairly even quickly. So is this the current bird flu that you're talking about? That they're killing all the chickens
Yeah, I
in? Is,
think
is
I
that what
think
I'm
so.
hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel that no, it's like it's been orchestrated. So it's like creating chaos and whatever. And then the Ten of Wands. So it's like it's just finishes. So it's, yeah. This one doesn't feel like it's real.
Okay.
It has in the past, I think, but not this one.
Okay. Okay,
So let's
very
just
good.
see.
So I'm going to try to
Yeah.
ask questions of people that I haven't picked
Okay.
questions from before. Hey, Kathy. Did
Mhm.
many of the 60s, 70s rock bands have ET
Oh,
contacts, creating great music as a result?
cool. That's a good question. I like twisty questions. This is cool. Let's just see. Okay. Ooh, I feel a lot of them. Okay, so I'm not feeling that it was ETs or contacts or abductions. I feel the Queen of Cups has come up. So this is someone that's actually contemplating where they are. And then the Devil card came up. So I
Hmm.
think if they were really amazing and really good,
Hmm.
they got approached and they got offered something, because there's our Four of Cups, which is offering someone a gift. And then depending on the Eight of Cups is either walking away from something. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I feel a lot of them were just incredibly talented anyway, and really connected into their own aspect of
Hmm.
brilliance. So,
Hmm.
because some people are born as absolute brilliant musicians,
Yeah.
and so no, I feel it was, but what interrupted that a lot of the time, or what could change that, was the other, what we know of from the cult that would try and get them on board.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
So the next question I have for you, um, according to a Rothschild that actually said this, was that the Rothschilds actually created Israel.
Wow, that's a big call. Wow, created. I'm going to take this as the ancient original Israel. That's
Yes,
what
the
they're
creation
actually
of the actual
creation
country.
Israel. Mm. No, I feel it's a lie, because the moon cards come up. And then we've got our Six of Wands, which is a victory over something, and then the Three of Swords. So I actually feel that that's not complete truth.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sure they tell themselves stories over and over and over.
Yeah,
So
they
do you
might have
have
had a
any?
hand in it, in creating the some of the stuff, the philosophy and how they live. They might have had a hand in doing that.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So do you have any questions for today?
Oh, goodness. Let me think. Um, no, I'm quite content, actually. I'm
Very good.
I've been just pushing everything up into the ethers and going, it is what it is, and it will be what it will be, and just staying in my happy bubble.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly
Yeah,
what we all need to be doing for sure,
yeah, yeah.
staying in
You
that
know,
happy bubble
that's
and
it.
yeah.
Empress card. Just connect into your beautiful, who you are, and just try and let as much of this just go over as you can, and yeah, just do something beautiful for yourselves. So
Yeah, anything Jasper has for us? Ask
okay,
Jasper if he
Jazzy,
has any
let's have a
messages for
oh,
us.
come here. Let's have a little tune into Jasper. And you guys can all tune in as well, as you that. He's quite happy to have people chat to him and tune in. Okay, this is fascinating. It's like he's showing me something splitting down the middle and then going either side. So it's almost like we're at this absolute point where things will start opening up. So
Is it
something's
two timelines?
oops,
You're splitting off into two
hang
different
on. Whoa,
timelines?
whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you dare turn on my computer. Sorry. um, behave. Um, it's okay. So it's almost like a sword. So it's like a sword's come down
Okay.
and is splitting something open. So it's revealing something.
Oh, okay.
Thanks. I was just asking Jazzy what he meant. He was showing me. It's almost like it's revealing something, and it's quite deep. So I feel that there's going to be some something deep come up. But like anything that's deep, sometimes it can take a little bit of time to bubble right up to where, even when it's been opened, you know how water sometimes just starts with a little trickle and then it can start getting bigger and bigger flow.
Yes.
I feel we're at that point. So there is going to be some little things that come up that are truths that are opening up, and then over time, more and more floodgate will open up with truth. So I think
Okay.
May is going to be an opening up to start bringing out
Okay.
some truths.
Okay, very good.
Thanks, Jazzy. So
Yes, thank you,
yeah.
Jazzy.
So
Well,
and I just want to say thanks for everyone that gave me some ideas for names for this little boy. But it
little.
was yeah, I know
He's
he was tiny.
gigantic.
When I first got him, I could lift him up with one finger. He was so light. And I just fed him as much as he wanted, and now he's back to only twice a day. He's much better, but he was starving because he was a foster cat. But it was funny. I was sitting contemplating, what name do you want? And you know what popped into my head? Clive. And I went, who calls that cat Clive? But I think he's going to be Clive the cat.
Clive the cat. Very
So
good.
yeah, so thanks guys for all your ideas. But
Wow, that's
yeah,
wonderful.
he's beautiful.
Wonderful. So thank you
So
everybody for joining us
yay,
today.
thank
It was
you.
we're very thankful to have you here with us and always participating and just being part of the uh, family. So
Yes,
always grateful,
definitely.
everybody. We love you so much. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Hang in there. Try
Yep.
to stay off of um, anything that you're watching. If it doesn't raise your vibration, if you're not smiling, if you're not giggling when you watch it, maybe put it aside and just really try to stay within videos that are about beauty or smiling or being happy, staying in that high vibration. So
It's great advice, Elisa.
yeah,
Yeah, love it. So
especially now in this moment.
whew,
So
yep,
yeah.
definitely. So all
All
right,
right,
see you guys. Thank you
everybody.
so much.
All
Lots of
right. See
love.
you. See you everybody on Friday. And if you're in Australia, see you Saturday
Saturday.
for our next show about Jesus, Mary Magdalene,
Oh,
and
beautiful.
Mary.
Awesome. So if
All
you've got any
right.
questions as well, be so interesting to see what comes up with that one. So
Absolutely.
yeah, beautiful. All
All
right.
right.
See you
Bye-bye.
guys.